Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early June 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get it going immediately. Let's get right down to work and start this off with an oracle card. Let's shuffle it up one time, my guides and spirit team, for the lovely Aries out there. Let's see what's going on for my friends. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And then at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card with the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into. So that's always very interesting, especially when it links in with the full reading. But let's get this first card out here. What do we got for Aries, please? God and spirit team. Nice, quick, and fast. Okay, so we have this possible hermit figure, which could be focus, and it's a very in-depth card to start this reading off. Now, before we start dissecting that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle's at kyleofcups. Please feel free to shoot me a tweet. But into the reading we go, Aries. I always say this reminds me of the Hermit, so for some of you, this could be a Virgo in your life showing up front and center, but obviously that's not for every Aries. If you look at the symbolism here, you have this alchemist, the illuminated third eye. A lot of you might be on a knowledge gathering situation right now. But when I see this, notice he's focused on that potion, his creation. So this could be several things. There might be something you're laser focused on. There could be somebody really focused in on you. Or this could be spirit asking you to change your focus. Analyze what you're giving your energy to, and that's a message I've been seeing quite a bit for Aries in recent weeks. But I do like this card. It can speak about manifestation, creation, working diligently, but there's that little undertone to spirituality, esoterics, and hidden things. So I like this card. So like I always say, that's just a little footnote. Focus seems to be the name of the game here, whether you're being focused on or whether it's something you're focused on. We're going to get into tarot though, and we'll see if that footnote fits in with the full reading itself. We're going to get you 3 in the upright, then intuitively clarify. So let's get a good shuffle here, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for Aries? Now, last week's reading was titled A Serious Talk. So I don't know if any of you have had any serious topics pop up in the past few days, weeks, but energy is always shifting and changing. I always say that. So we'll see what we have for you this week. Even the week before that, it was speaking about payoff, somebody with like a long distance type of look to them, looking into the future. Let's get these first 3 out, because energy is always malleable. Nothing is ever set in stone. And this is really intriguing to me. The first card we have out for you, Aries, is the High Priestess. Very similar to this hermit type character right there. So spirituality, knowledge, especially hidden knowledge, okay? Some of you might be trying to crack a case of some kind. All right, we have the Knight of Swords. So this is going to be a juicy one. I could absolutely tell you that. We're going to get one more out here though. And the streak of having many court cards continues, because I've been seeing it for all the signs in recent weeks. Okay, and we have strength on the back end. So interesting, we have double major arcana. We have a lot of speed. There's a lot of power in this spread. And it's going to be layered. Let's talk about it real quick. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into the juicy intuitive messages. But position number 1, the High Priestess. Sure, this could represent a water sign in your life. This is that water sign type of energy. So Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. A lot of people link it more to Pisces though. This is a card of intuition. She is the matron of psychics, intuitives, spirituality. She is also a card of mystery, the hidden, whether that's hidden knowledge, hidden situations. So we can see a little air of mystery here with the High Priestess. For a portion of you, this could be spirit saying to protect your energy. Your empathy could be on high alert in this time. You might be taking on the energy of others, but your gut might also be telling you something, might be leading you in a very specific direction with the High Priestess. So we'll see what she's about when we clarify. She can mean so many things. But once again, that spirituality, those hidden mysteries, I like it. Moving to the center, though, we have the Knight of Swords. This card can either be really good or really rough. Now, sure, this could represent an air sign individual in your life, whether that's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is one of the fastest moving cards in the whole entire deck. So there might be something you are focused on, moving towards super quickly. That's the positive aspect of this card. Speed, determination, focus. The negative of this card, it could be a little problematic. It could be a little confrontational. So we might have a little warning here with him. depending. But it's that really fast, and I don't want to overuse this word just yet, but it's that very fast, explosive type of energy, sudden type of energy. Moving to the very back end, we have the Strength card. Now, some of you might just be linked to Leo. Maybe something big's coming down the pipeline in Leo season. When I see the Strength card, it's about that inner strength, that inner well of strength that we all need to use from time to time to see us through issues. This is strength of character. This isn't muscles and brawn. Now, another thing we could see with this card is sometimes the universe testing you in different ways, and the determination is also an undercurrent here. But there's a spiritual side to this card as well, if it's not representing a Leo in your life. So your strength might be being tested or might be tested in this time. We're going to see what's up, though. Aries, let's dive deeper. We're going to jump in and clarify. So let's grab these cards, give it one more good shuffle here for the lovely Aries collective. See what we got going on. We got a layered one this week, my friends. Guides, talk to me. What do we got? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this High Priestess initially. See if it is some sort of mystery or something hidden. And as always, if you read tarot yourself, that's why the box is here. If you're feeling anything off the spread, you could drop it down in the comments. I don't mind. So why is the High Priestess here? For Aries, please. Thank you. Okay, the Devil in reverse underneath this High Priestess. Now, this could be several things. Of course, this can be a warning. Maybe some of you are having issues with a Capricorn. Obviously, that's not for every single Aries out there. But when I see the Devil in reverse, that's the best way to conquer this energy. It could speak about attachment, so you're really going to want to watch your empathy. If you have those gifts, if the energy of others and the people around you affect you, you're going to want to watch this in this time. Protect yourself, protect your energy, because the High Priestess with the Devil in reverse could be a warning, okay, about watching what you're attached to energetically. Now, another thing that I am catching from this is a lot of you might feel like the worst of something is over. Okay, so just know that in this time, certain things that you may have laid to rest could come bubbling back up to the surface, but the worst of it may be over. I don't know what every single Aries in this world is going through, but when I see this High Priestess with the Devil in reverse, that's what I think. A lot of you might feel like you've overcome something, overcame a hurdle, or like the worst of it, or the hardest part of it is over. So we're going to see what we have showing up, because this can be a little warning there about your energy, but also about not counting something out. So we're going to go in on the Knight of Swords, see what that could be. Interesting. Yeah, there might be a situation you feel like is already laid to bed in some kind of way. We're going to keep moving though. Why is this Knight of Swords here? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we have the Ace of Swords showing up in reverse. Very interesting here. You're going to want to watch out for any individuals around you if you think they're deceptive or BS artists, like somebody that's always weaving a story, telling a tale, because that's kind of what this feels like in the center. The Ace of Swords is usually a good opportunity, but it's the sword of truth and it's showing up in reverse. For some of you, this can be a deceptive air sign or a deceptive individual, but there could be some sticky situations going on. Like I said, with this High Priestess and this Devil in reverse, there might be something you think is over or it's been laid to rest, but it might come back bubbling up, like I said. So there could be some hidden situations or unexpected situations around you, and absolutely beware of anybody, especially if you know of any, like straight up, like, oh, don't listen to Tom, he's a whole BS artist, or oh, don't listen to Jenny over there, she's always weaving a tale. That's kind of what this is giving me, because this can be some sort of conflict base showing up here. Okay, it could be a little warning about any sort of deceptiveness. We're going to keep it moving. These are giving me interesting feelings. Okay, I could weave some more messages in there. I don't want to overdo it. I want to keep it moving in accordance with the time. But yeah, if you have any thoughts on that, I'd love to hear it. But let's keep moving over to Strength, and I'll give you a quick recap before we get into the Shadow card. We do have a couple of possible warnings, possible situations that might need your attention, that might need your focus. So why is Strength here? Thank you. All right, yeah, I mean, everything will be okay in the end. We have the Eight of Swords showing up in reverse underneath this Strength card. So This could be telling us that if you've been really wound tight, if you've been nervous, if you've been feeling trapped, bogged down, cornered, if there's anything that's been making you feel shackled in this time, you could put that to bed for good in some kind of way, or really make big gains towards that. So it's an interesting play we have going on here, because I said in the beginning, I see something possibly resurfacing, but on this back end, strength with the Eight of Swords is telling me that you could be overcoming something, especially if you've been high strung, nervous, anxious. And of course, this could be other people in your realm, in your circle. So do with it what you will. I do really like strength with this Eight of Swords in reverse, though. It is telling me that recovery is possible. Things becoming better slowly over time is possible. And I just need to note this as well. Half of the spread is air. We have 3 swords here. That's a lot of mental. So watch your mind in this time. You could be thinking quite a bit more than usual. Your mind could start racing. But let's go through and do a quick little recap here, Aries. And of course, yeah, if you're feeling other things from this, I'd love to hear it. But if you look in the box here, position number 1, we have the High Priestess with the Devil in reverse. Like I said, that could be a warning here about your empathetic abilities, taking on the energy of others. Make sure you're protecting your energy, but it was also giving me that vibe of a situation or something that you may have thought was over and done with, or you've gotten over the hump, could come resurfacing. And we saw that in the next one too. So just stay alert, stay vigilant. Moving to the center, we have the Knight of Swords with the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is a warning about anybody in your circle that you might think is deceptive, or someone who's always telling tall tales. It's showing up here in the energy as well. So once again, these situations that could come bubbling up, these situations that could come charging in this time, stay alert and vigilant. So, because this could be somebody trying to tell a little BS story, and it could be possible conflict when I see the Knight of Swords with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Now, right to the back end, we have strength. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Like I said, if you've been wound tight, if you've had a lot of pressure, if you feel bogged down, cornered, whatever it might be, this inner strength, this softness, this love is telling me that things can improve for you, things can and will get better for you. And if a situation you thought was over pops up again, you might actually be able to resolve it. So we do have various things going on. Aries, please take a screenshot. We're going to get you 1 shadow card, though. And as always, only take what hits for you. But let's shuffle it up one time here for Aries, please. See what's going on for my friends. And yeah, I like using the Shadowland Tarot at the end of every reading because it's a nice little tie-in. So we're just going to get 1 card for you. What do we have in the shadows for Aries, please? Quick, super quick. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups, and this is a big card when we look at the shadow side of it, of emotional suppression. For a portion of you, there might be something you're really feeling intensely that you might be trying to ignore, you might be trying to suppress. For another portion of you, this could be a mother figure in the shadows, or yeah, something tied to a mother figure. It's all about emotions when we look at the Queen of Cups. Now, if this doesn't represent a water sign or a mother figure, like I was saying, it's all about your emotional state. So in this time, I know I don't have to tell you that, Aries. Usually Aries are very straightforward, honest, blunt, and to the point. But there could be a little bit of danger here of you trying to ignore something, ignore a feeling, or suppress, especially with the High Priestess in the spread as well. So watch out for anything like that, my friends. And yeah, Aries, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the May subscriber surprise, the winners will be in my community tab on June 1st. But for the June subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of one of my most favorite decks of all time, the Gilded Tarot Royale. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things, as always. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, since there are so many wonderfully talented tarot readers on YouTube, just drop down in the comments 1 or 2 of your favorite readers. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, as always, I'll announce the winners in the community tab. My friends, thank you so much. And I'll see you next time.